Hello, everybody. This is Jedi Key here, doing some Skull Knight invasions, and I'll explain the build in a moment. But first, look at this goofy ass invasion. It's been a hot minute, you know, but I just wanted to do this. So this is going to be the start of a new series, but yeah, just look at this, look at this real quick here. And then I'm like, okay, I can kill him, and then nope, Chad Thundercock verticalities me. So that's pretty funny. I wanted to include that because I thought it was like, okay, that's pretty good play on his part. But anyway, this start of a new series. I'm going to call it Complaining and Invading. And I'm just going to complain about stuff while also invading people in like Elden Ring or like something else, I guess. I don't know. So here I got my Skull Knight build. I'll explain a little bit. It's got Blasphemous Blade on the build, sword of actuation, a shield because, Skull Knight uses a shield. And the Sword of Darkness, just because he used a straight sword, but there's not really a sword that looks like that in this game, so I was like, I'll use the Sword of Darkness, because like that's kind of close to what he has, I guess. So I'm using that, and it's pretty decent. I'm having fun with this build. I really like it. I changed it up a bit after these invasions. Like the physic is different. Like I think in this one I have like the fire physic, even though I'm not even using the sword at the moment. But yeah, my Skull Knight build is pretty good. I'll make another video about it. Maybe I'll like show some like bits about it or something. But yeah, complaining and invading. So, yeah, as the title of the series is, I'm gonna be complaining about stuff. And my first topic of complaining is I'm gonna complain about people who criticize Ruby, but they don't really know what the fuck they're talking about when they criticize Ruby. And that might sound like he's hey guys, leave that big corporation alone. I mean, no, I'm gonna be honest. No, it's just as somebody who actually does watch the series, like look at this, I'm toying with them. As someone who actually watches the show, because I've noticed a lot of people just kind of parrot very similar takes about that series. So I'm like, okay, well, all right, well, I kind of want to make a video saying something about it, and I feel like maybe I should make a review video of it at some point. I've always considered doing that. I've always thought out what I would say in one of those videos, but I don't have the means to make them, so I haven't made them yet. Look at this. Anyway. So, everyone always talks about how in Ruby, like, Yang doesn't know, like, the writers don't know what Yang's power is. And they're always like, her power is that when she gets mad, she gets more powerful. But then, like, in the next season, they explain that her power is the more she gets hit, the more powerful she gets. And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah. Like, you guys do realize that she can have, like, two, like, her semblance can do, like, two things, right? Because there's, like, plenty of characters in that show who can do, like, two things, I think. Blake does two things, but yet nobody freaks out about that. Blake can, like, make fucking shadow clone jutsus of herself, but she can also apply, like, elemental attacks to it, and no one freaks out about that. But the second it's like, Yang got punched in the face, but that doesn't track with how she gets angry in the first fucking trailer. And in Volume 4, they straight up say that, yeah, your power is both Yang. So I think that's kind of funny. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about that, because I feel like that's probably like the one thing I always see about the series. I'm like, that's not correct. That's not how that worked. And there is plenty to complain about in that series. Like it is very strange, very strange series. But anyway, yeah, this is gonna be one of those. I have a couple invasions. In fact, yeah, you'll see with this one. I basically this is one of those waiting invasions, and where you're kind of like, okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm like a nocturnal animal, as like Batman would say it, right? Get a look at my good skull mask. I got the Death Knight mask. You can now, if you don't have the DLC and you want to make a Skull Knight build, good thing for you, because most of the stuff on this build physically is just stuff from the base game. You can get like Encha's mask, and like that's a good I would say Encha's mask is a good way of just doing Skull Knight, because that's what I was gonna do. But then this DLC came out, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna use the Death Knight mask, because that's like really cool. And there's my old talisman setup. I have like a few. I put like the two-headed turtle talisman on it now. Like this build is a bit different now. And I recorded all these yesterday, actually, which is pretty cool. So here I am, just waiting, and then I see a fan, like, you know, like I'm always thinking, because I'm thinking that like they're gonna do something really weird and figure out how to kill me, but then they don't. Like, I don't remember when it is they pop up, but I know they pop up very soon. So until then, I'm just gonna kind of ramble. What else am I gonna complain about? Oh yeah, dang, dude. I kind of wish that you know, people talk about like, you know, like, oh, you know, the Tarnished Edition is gonna come on like the Switch, and I guess we're gonna get that as an update to this game. And people were like, people are like upset that like the Switch 2 version. Oh, yep, look at this. Full poise, just killed in like 2 seconds. Then his friend too just gets point blank gets good. Like, look at that. You'd love to see it. But anyway. No, people talk about like the Nintendo Switch 2, I guess, cannot run Elden Ring very well in handheld mode, and everyone's like surprised about that. It's like, oh, Bandai should delay the release of that game until they fix it. And I'm like, the guys are not going to do that. They're probably not going to do that unless they are, because you know I'm recording this and I don't know when they're going to do that. I invaded the same guys again, by the way. So this is a round 2. This is a bit of a round 2 of that. But yeah, it's yeah, I don't know why people think that I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why people here's how you use the Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch if you own a Nintendo Switch. Do you want to know how you use that? You play Nintendo games on it, and that's it. Any other game that is put on a Nintendo Switch, it'll probably usually run like shit. Like Skyrim on the Switch is pretty bad from what I understand. I heard Cyberpunk actually has a good port, which is very surprising. But you know, Mortal Kombat 1, do I even need to say anything about that Switch port? That game looks like the pre-renders of what that game should be like. Like that's what the tech demos of that game would look like, I bet, on the Nintendo Switch 2. So here they actually like put up a fight because I don't catch them off guard this time. Like this poise guy, that guy in the bull goat set is weird because I'm staggering him with just like a normal sword. So I don't know what his poise value is.
Like, yo, what the fuck? Why is she doing?
But I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I shouldn't be staggering him. Then you have a guy in a chicken suit. You gotta love to see the chicken suit in Big 25. People are still using that. In fact, people are still using Rivers of Blood in 2025, and people are still using what's it called? Oh yeah, people still not using leveling up their vigor in the big year of 2025. You know, that's kind of crazy. This game's been out for like what, 3 years, and people are still not doing that. Look, I fucking love the blasphemous blade. It's probably one of the best like weapons in the entire game. It's definitely probably the best PvE weapon, and it's not really that good in PvP. But you know, Skull Knight uses it. So I gotta use it, or at least he uses a weapon that looks like it. Then you have like this, like I always love the like that, like Moonveil and Chicken Suit in 2025, dude. Oh my gosh, this guy like came out of cryo sleep. I don't think I hit yet. Oh, I do hit him there actually. I don't know how I hit him there. I was like looking for the other guy. But I don't remember how the other guy dies. He like dies in like a really goofy way because like he's like doing the punch, like that's a new build, right? Like the punching bleed builds became really popular right before the DLC came out, I think. And that guy was doing it. Then like he just fucking died. The fucking Mesmer soldier killed him. Like bro, you have like the best. You have like the equivalent of Havel's set on in this game. And then I just start kind of toying with this guy. You might hear some. I might have had my microphone on in the back. I don't remember. But yeah, I just start toying with this guy. Like I'm actually like doing some super villain hours. My friend, he said that I basically become a super villain when I play Invasions. And after watching this clip, I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of do just become a super villain now, don't I? Like, look at this. I'm, like, backing up a little bit. I'm toying with him. Like, I could have killed him, like, once or twice. Right, yeah, like, right here. I do kill him here, because, yeah, I catch him on, like, a roll. But yeah, like it's just you love to see it, you know. And also the reason why I have a Skull Knight build now is because of the fact that this character was a bunch of like different builds. He was like a dual wielding blasphemous blade and sort of Milos build. It was basically like more of a PVE build in a PvP setting. This is another one of those wait around and wait for the host to come out and then you kill them immediately. Stealth takedown type of invasion. Except this time I'm not really being stealthy because I'm pretty sure they see me at some point. That's what's so cool about this game is that you can basically just like make any build. I feel like in like Dark Souls 3, it's kind of like you really got to commit to something. I made a giant dad build in Dark Souls 3. Maybe I should like do a video of that or something. But I did do that just because something I like about this game series is that you can kind of just make a build. You can pretty much just make the same kind of build in like every game, and using the different versions of items. Like in this game, you can make giant dad, but it's like it's different armor and like different, slightly different armor and like different like rings and stuff. But you can still make it like it's still like, oh hey, that's what giant dad would be like in 2022 after in Elden Ring and after Dark Souls 3. But Dark Souls 3 is gonna be different because he only has like 2 rings. Same with like Dark Souls 3 because you can make a pretty different build of that. So yeah, they did see me and he's just trying to shoot arrows at me. And like yeah, they're just kind of like staring at me. I'm aura farming, as the kids say, you know. I don't know where they went because I think I wanted to. Yeah, oh yeah, there they are. They're still here. It's like a baby. I didn't see it for a second, so I thought it like vanished. I have no object permanence yet. So now I try to do the the finger thing where I just like teleport behind them, but they might have been like climbing up by the time I did that because I just spawned back at where I was at like look at that. I'm in the exact same spot. It's like Groundhog Day. I'm in the exact same spot, and those guys can't get to me. But yeah, I'm also going to complain about this. One thing I love about this game is I love it when people don't level up vigor and they're like, "Well, guys, this game's like really hard." I'm like, "Yeah, guys, it is." A lot of hardcore fans will always be like, "Oh yeah, the casuals took over the Elden Ring subreddit," and I know Reddit, bleh. But and I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, of course, the most commercially successful game would probably, inherit, like a more the most popular game that has no ties to the other games. Like people probably played this game not knowing that it was made by the same people who made Dark Souls. Hell, they probably don't even know what a Dark Soul is. They're like, okay, I know that that's like a really hard game, but I didn't know that the guys who made that game made this game. Or maybe they did and they don't know. But Elden Ring's definitely the most accessible Souls game outside of like Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, I think. Because like you can play Dark Souls 3 without knowing anything about the previous games, and you can play Bloodborne without knowing anything about any of these games. That's what makes. Oh yeah. Look at this. This is devious. I don't know if they know I'm up here is the thing, because I was trying to figure out if they knew I was up here or not. But I don't think they did, because I don't think they would have come up the ladder. But then like I do that, I'm pretty sure you can hear that. So that's why I like take the sword away until they like come back up. Yeah, like look at this. Like this is just unfortunate for him. Like he's dead. And then did they both have the chicken suit on? I actually didn't notice that. But then you have this guy in them. I don't know why people use the mage. I don't know why people have their staffs in like the main hand. It's almost like I just don't think that's very viable. It's only really viable if you're doing something like different. Here we have another invasion in what's this place called? Fucking Altus Plateau. I don't remember what this place is called. Lane Dell. That's what it's called. That is what it is called. But I have another invasion here, and I was kind of really confused here because this is usually a weird spot to invade. I never really get invasions here. You usually get invasions at like the beginning part of this level. I rarely get any here. This one's pretty weird because this guy is not alone. I thought he was alone, but he's not alone. And like, this is one of I feel like this invasion and a couple others that you'll always just see at any point are the cases of not good enough to do the arena. But yeah, look at that. Like that guy's running like a cosplay build. He's like an omen killer guy, which is pretty cool. Like he's basically just Capper Demon. But anyway, you have like those people those hosts. And it's usually hosts I feel that do this, where they are not good enough to duel in the arenas. Like they'll usually like get kind of one tapped in the arenas, but they're good enough to be invaded and like gank invaders. Like not good enough to fight without a heal, but good enough to be invaded, right? Like that's kind of what I am too. I'm good enough to invade. I'm not good enough to do the arena. Like the arena kind of pisses me off just because it's filled with like a lot of min-maxing. I'm gonna use this right-hander to poke this guy to death, and I'm gonna have so much fun doing it. Like I kind of hate poking weapons. I don't think I have that many spears. Now like rapiers, those are cool because like those are cool weapons. But yeah, then you have this. I feel like this Omen guy. I feel like this guy wanted to gank, maybe, but then like the other Omen, like you can see there, he severs, like he just like leaves. And then there was like another guy here too, but he left too. So I don't know what happened to him. He might have got like left behind or something. Let me tell you, Sword of Darkness is not really that good. I might actually swap it out for the Sword of Light. But yeah, look at that. Like another like furled finger got out. Sword of Darkness is pretty cool looking. I guess holy damage is like bugged in the game now. So that's pretty neat. But then you have this next invasion. Ooh, I did not cut that properly. That's my bad. But that'll oh well. It'll kind of flow. Like even flow by Pearl Jam. Yeah, like look at that. I don't think this was the next invasion. These invasions might be out of order. But yeah, like I get some memories here because if you remember my most cathartic invasion video, I invaded as Guts on my unfinished Guts build. It's finished now, I would say. But I invaded here one time a guy named Noob Slayer and like Exiled Lord. Those guys are just like fucking assholes. And I was also looking at the Elden Ring, like the Invader subreddit, and I guess that Chad Thundercock guy is actually kind of famous. Like he was in he was in an invasion as like a host in a clip I saw on that subreddit. So I guess we've entered the phase, and I guess I'll complain about this a little bit. We've now entered Elden Ring. I guess has now entered the phase in where the player base has dwindled enough after 3 years and after the DLC came out that most of the people who would play the game are probably not playing it now, and most of the people you'll invade are the people who want to be invaded and like do these like weird PvP scenarios. Like this guy, Rivers of Blood and Radahn's armor in 2025, dude. Like, I don't think that guy hits a single parry, by the way. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So then I get the great idea of, okay, well, I'm fighting the host. I'm gonna try to kill this phantom with this guy. Gank the gankers, right? And there's always the off chance, like, oh, but what if they're like trying to do duels? They're never trying to do duels. They are never going to do duels. Look in the case of like my most cathartic invasion, in where they basically pretended they were running duels at one point when like a second invader got in, but the second I was like, okay, well I'm just gonna try to gank these guys. They realized, okay, well we don't like the other invader anymore, so we're just gonna fucking like gank her to death and like kill her. And that's what they did. They just fucking killed her, and then I and then I'm alone, and then I kill that guy. You know, the Radon Phantoms with Rivers of Blood. Yeah, I kind of point down on that guy just because of the fact that I'm like, damn, that is I don't like that setup. And that might be seem like kind of childish. And we have this invasion. I do talk during this invasion. Um, this one was pretty funny just because of the fact that I got messaged after this one, and I've had messages on since like my Guts Invasion days, like right before the DLC came out, like a year ago. But I never got messaged. But yesterday, for some reason, I got messaged twice. Once by the Chad Thundercock guy because he like plunge attacked me, right, and he said like witness me in a message. And then once after this one, where I think it might have been the host. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna say it was the host. But he messaged me, "Damn, bro! Like I've never gotten a message before in Elden Ring, and it really caught me off guard." So then, yeah, Sword of Darkness, the buff. You actually have to hit people with that in order to get the buff. But it looks really cool. With the Sword of Light, you don't need to do that. You just do more damage with Holy. Is that the Sword of Night and Flame? Yeah, it is, dude. Sword of Night and Flame is a very shout out to that being the most powerful weapon on like day one or like day two, I guess, because the day one patch is pretty weird. But yeah, like that weapon. Look at that, just melted. Then you have Spartan Warrior. That's actually a really cool build, just because he actually kind of looks like one, right? And then I don't remember if I kill him or if the boss kills him. Also, whoever put a Draconic Tree Sentinel in front of Malekith, I guarantee they worked on like Dark Souls 2, because that just seems like a Dark Souls 2 thing to do.
Oh,
And yeah, like
Conrad,
look
you
at
better-
this
you
dude.
better-
Like,
oh,
oh my
never mind,
goodness,
the,
look
the
at
other
that
boss
dude.
victim instead.
He just got killed. But yeah, that's kind of the end of that video. I'll probably make more. I'll definitely make more of these videos. I was kind of thinking of making like a Helldivers video or at some point afterward. Anyway, that's the video. Thank you for listening to me. See y'all later.